gotta admit, I wasn't a huge fan of Charlie Puth after his first album came out. I liked a couple songs like We Don't Talk Anymore and Dangerously, which both have hints of what his future style would be, but as a whole, the album was a little bit, well, let's just not talk about it. But everything changed when I heard
You just want attention, you don't want my heart.
Kind of think of this new sound he's going for as what Maroon 5 should have sounded like if they tried to keep with their original sound throughout the years. Attention is great, but I might like How Long even more. I even really liked the third single, which was a cappella piece called If You Leave Me Now, featuring Boyz II Men. I first started getting more interested into his music when I saw his cover of How Deep Is Your Love on the BBC radio. It's already one of my favorite EDM songs, and he made it even better somehow. After seeing that, I wondered it was going to take him to write some songs like that of his own. Well, it looks like he's doing that on voice notes. Remember, full song at the end of the video as always. So step one is to listen to anything that has cool bass, though he said he actually wrote How Long after listening to Hall & Oates' I Can't Go For That, and he wrote Attention after listening to 70s disco. That's probably why he used octaves in that bass part. So now that you're a pro at bass, step two is to write a cool bass line. It can be super simple, like How Long. Or it could be a little more complex, like Attention, or something along those veins. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to combine both of those styles. I'm going to have the verses kind of be like How Long, and then the chorus will be a little more like Attention. As long as the bass is the main instrument in the music, that's all that really matters. Okay, that works. Also, to the people that say that if you use a pick, you're not really playing the bass, that's not true at all. You get different tones if you use a pick versus if you use your fingers. And in How Long, unless you have specific effects going on with your bass, you need a pick to get that effect. Now, if you want to do slap bass or something, then you can get an even stronger, more punchy bass line, and maybe I'll throw them in at the end or something. Step three is to add some jazzy notes to the pre-chorus and maybe to the bridge. Can't really do that with the bass, so I'll be right back. You like the bass line? I'm not going to use acoustic in the actual song, but it's easier to film here, so we're just going to use it for now. Perfect. A really easy way to make a song sound jazzy or funky is to use kind of like a syncopated strumming pattern where you're doing or. But the really easy way to make the chords sound jazzy is to add a seventh, and those are actually really simple to play in guitar. All you have to do is to move the middle note from your hand position usually. So if you're playing a D minor, you would remove the middle notes. So instead of holding down all three, you just hold down the two and you get this. Instead of... It's called the seventh. It's basically taking the seventh note of the chord and adding that to any chord you play. It gives it a really deep feel. And E minor seventh is actually the easiest chord you can play in guitar, I'm pretty sure. Unless somebody tells me one where you don't have to hold down any notes, but you literally only have to hold down this one note. So E minor 7. Good job, everybody. Anyone can play guitar. Step 4 is to make sure that you don't have a drop, you have a counter drop. This was a big point in his interview he did with Rolling Stone on how he made Attention. He wants to make sure that you have a big build-up and then you don't have the typical drop that you hear in pop music, because this subverts expectations, which makes your song more interesting. But he's also just tired of it because it's a little bit boring to hear everyone do drops the typical way. So that's why I'll have a big build-up at the beginning of Attention that then just cuts away to the kick drum and the bass line and the vocals, rather than an explosion of noise. Step 5 is to make sure you can do some beatboxing, because he says that he puts a little bit of beatboxing in every single mix of his. So I'm not exactly the best beatboxer, but I'm going to do my best. The drum beat in the verse is going to be exactly the same as How Long, and then the drum beat in the chorus is the same as Attention. Got the beatboxing in yellow here. Wow, I'm so good. Got some cool jazzy chords too. Step 6 is to get a melody that uses a lot of falsetto, even sometimes when it's not really that necessary. Guess he just wants to remind us that he's there. Like at the beginning of How Long, he goes, whoa, yeah. At the beginning of Attention, he does the same exact thing. And step 7 is to write lyrics that kind of describe a relationship where somebody is the victim and somebody's the perpetrator. In Attention, he was the victim, where the woman just wanted to get his attention and then use him. And then in How Long, he was the one that was cheating and didn't seem to really care that much. And actually, in the video, he's like celebrating his ability to get away with cheating, kind of, but he didn't really get away with it. So make sure you have victim, perpetrator. I guess I'll be the victim this time. Poor me. We got our obligatory falsetto intro. I don't know what you're gonna say, where to go, where to play. You say you wanna be with me for the rest of your life. You got to move it, get out the way. That's all for this video. If you guys liked it, make sure to give it a like and subscribe for more. I'll be doing more artists like Charlie in the future. Now here's the full song. I don't know what you're gonna say, where to go, where to play, out of time, out of place. That's how you want it to be, yeah. You say you wanna be with me, only me, for the rest of your life. You say you wanna run. She says you got to move it, get out the way. Every single thing I say to you will never slip away. You got to move it, move out my way. Every single thing I say to you is less than just a game. I don't know what I should have said. You got me feeling like I'm dead, yeah. But I know I should have left. Characters so bereft. You say you wanna be with me, only me, for the rest of your life. You say you wanna run. She says you got to move it, get out the way.
out for the rest of your life. Then you say you wanna run. She says you got to move